Hello, everybody. Now, this is a public service announcement. I've been called upon to address my team, to address the Western Conference Finals, and yeah, man, this is State of the Union. Now, I know all the talk about SGA being locked up. I know all the talk about Chet Holmgren not showing up. I'm going to address all that. But what I don't want to do is further along this narrative that SGA is a foul baiter, foul merchant. He's not in that echelon with all the other top guys. Like, can we be for real for a second? Doesn't lead the league in free throws. They were sending doubles at him the entire series. Granted, great players, figure it out, but also great players go through struggles as well. Won a championship last year. Spurs have the number 2 defense behind yours truly. And, some are saying that the Lakers gave him a blueprint or a little hints to figure out this blueprint of stopping him. With no J-Dub, no AJ Mitchell, we didn't have the necessary secondary ball handlers to break the doubles and to penetrate and feed off of the ball movement that you can get from those doubles. We pretty much just had a lot of screens, a lot of catch and shoot opportunities, and if those shots aren't falling, then you're not going to win. We got the Spurs to 7. You know what I mean? It was a close one. You can't win them all. That's what I'm telling everybody. And you could say it's a cop-out answer. Oh, it's just an excuse because you knew that they were going to lose. Whatever, man. I'm not going to be so down on my team for losing a Game 7 at home. It's been worse. We've lost a 3-1 lead. You know what I mean? In the Western Conference Finals. I was there for that. We won a championship last year. Injuries this year. But the big thing that I wanted to address, big thing. Chet, man. 2 shots in a Game 7? You grow up your entire life rivalry with Wemby. Granted, you win at every stop. Congratulations. Number 1 seed ever since he joined the squad. This is the most important offseason. Chet Holmgren, I'm talking to you. This is the most important offseason you will ever have in your career. If you don't come back next year with a little more shot creation, a little more aggressiveness, we know what you can do on the defensive end. We know that. You got to take advantage of some of the opportunities you had. You got to be more aggressive, especially no J-Dub. You got to step up and be that guy. You've shown flashes where you can drop 30 and 10 with 3 blocks. We can't have 2 shots, bro. We can't. I don't care how good Jaron McCain's doing. I don't care how good Caruso's doing. We cannot have 2 shots. Now, that being said, there's a lot of rumors around, maybe trade him for Giannis. Listen, we won the finals. Made it to Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals the next year. Number 1 seed. Injuries. We were 8 points away from making it to the finals with an injury to 2 of the top 5 players on the team. Now, like I said, this is going to be an important offseason as far as Sam Presti's concerned. There's going to be a lot of things that he needs to address. The Hartenstein, the Lou Dort, all that. We got some picks. Definitely, I would assume or hope that we're going to trade it into the top 10. But, man, we need this offseason. We don't need to go for Giannis. We don't need to make a big splash. We need to get healthy. We need to work on some stuff. You've seen it all now. They say, SGA's seen every coverage. You didn't see that one in San Antonio, but he's seen it now. I'm more confident than ever that he will come back with a vengeance. Like, part of me wants to bet on him for a third straight MVP, but that is so unlikely that that's the only reason why I'm not. Like, 3 in a row. Like, he will be in the conversation, though. He's not... Listen, the thing about this team is we know who we are, alright? We know our strengths, we know our weaknesses, we know where we messed up, and we know where we can get better. SGA is not going to go quietly. You think next year he's going to get, he's going to go into a slump? He's not. No, he's going to 30 a game, 50% shooting, MVP conversation, top 2 seed. We'll see you guys again. I promise you, San Antonio Spurs will see you again. I'm talking to you, Steph Castle. I'm talking to you, Victor Wembanyama. I'm talking to you guys. We will, I promise, we will see you again, and next time the result will be different. Now, to do that, we need J-Dub, we need Chet. If J-Dub's hamstrings aren't it, he might have to get moved. I think next season, I know we move fast in this NBA landscape. We move fast. The team's so young. It's really, there's no reason to even think about a trade to make us better. But J-Dub, if it was a hand, if he didn't drop 40 in the finals with that hand, it'd be a whole conversation. But you got the hand, you got the hamstrings. Chet dealt with injury early in his career. I mean, he's been better, way better as of late. But it's like, you two, we got SGA. He's Mr. Consistent. He'll be there. Like I said, 30, 50% shooting. He's there. We got some other dudes that are willing to step up and take some spots. So, excuse me. J-Dub, health, man. You need to focus on your health. And that 3-point shot, ever since that hand surgery, has not been the same. Chet, man, I bet most people think that I'd be more upset, but this series is so unique and so one of a kind that I'm not as mad as I would be, 10 years ago, you know what I mean? And I'm so much more confident in this team, and maybe that's another reason why I'm not as upset, because we'll be back here. One thing I do want to say, though, I love Mark Dagnall, but Game 5, Game 6, and Game 7, now Game 7, Shea did what he did, but how you gotta be better with your X's and O's. I know the game plan was draw the double, find the open man, off-ball screens, whatever. But clearly they weren't bothered by that. They kept sending more aggressive double teams. They kept, you need to figure out a way to put SGA in a position to get cleaner looks. There's so many ways to do it. Maybe that's getting them off the ball a little bit, and that's hard to do with no AJ Mitchell, no J-Dub, but I need to see more. Not even just with SGA, because he can get his own, but Chet, we need Hartenstein weak side screen, have him go for a lob. We can't have him just standing out there on the perimeter unless you're willing to put the ball in his hands and let him put it on the floor and make a play. It's, these pump fakes, we need to put these players in a position to win. That's just it. Obviously, a great coach, but that series, I didn't get to watch Game 7. I didn't get to watch some games, but from what I've seen, honestly, it was shocking that we could make it a 7-game series, and that's how good we are talent-wise, but a lot of it, Caruso's games, Jalen Williams, not J-Dub, the other one. A lot of these things are just like, I don't know, like a lot of that series was luck of the draw. Like nobody saw Caruso hitting 7 threes or Jalen Williams hitting 5 threes. I don't know what happened to Aaron Wiggins. In a situation like this, I thought he could be a really good player and step right in like he usually does and, get buckets. This is going to be the most important offseason in Thunder history, I think, You could talk about the James Harden deal. You could talk about KD leaving, all that stuff. This is it. This is going to make or break whether we're a dynasty, whether we're a one-off, whether we're just a good regular season team. We need to put it all together. And we'll see what that looks like. If we can bring back Lou Dort for half the money, I think that's what we should do. SGA says he wants his guy. You gotta give your star players the guys that they want. You gotta. That's it. That's just it. Package deal. Keep Lou Dort. Even if you want to start him but only play him 20 minutes, we gotta keep him for the locker room, for the chemistry. That's what's built this whole thing. And Jared McCain, I really, if he's not going to be you got Jared McCain and AJ Mitchell, right? Which one would I rather have starting next to SGA? McCain. Now, that defensively is not the best, but it's not the worst. And Chet on the back end. Maybe another, if you want to start Dort with him defensively, that's more than good enough. I think the SGA and McCain backcourt should be the focus with AJ Mitchell as a sixth man. Because I do like him with the ball in his hands, but I don't like him when he has the ball in his hands so much, sharing the floor with SGA. So, where we're at right now is we need to figure out who's here to stay, obviously, who's going to go. What is the market, free agency, trade market, what's out there for us to grab? I think we're a little undersized at the wing position. We have a lot of really, really good guards, but height-wise, length-wise, defensively, we need a good wing. I wouldn't mind a Herb Jones or one of those Pelicans guys, Trey Murphy. I wouldn't mind that at all. Because not only, if we get that wing, he needs to be able to knock down shots. We're there. It's just, we gotta tweak it. You know what I mean? Fine tune it. And, I really want to give a shout out to the squad. We had a great year. I was hoping maybe to go to opening night and maybe be a ring ceremony, but listen, man, can't win them all. But while I'm here, I might as well give you my finals predictions. After thinking long and hard, deliberating over this for the past few days, ever since I got back from my vacation, my heart wants to go with the Knicks. As something about the Spurs team, I hate them so much, but if Castle can do what he just did to SGA, Brunson's in for some trouble. Now the difference is the rebounding for the Knicks will be a lot better. They have the size on the wings that I was mentioning that the Thunder need. OG could guard Wemby pretty well. I've been seeing clips about that. Mikhail's been doing great. Talent-wise, they probably have the most talent. But they don't have the top talent. That's Wembanyama. Dylan Harper, rookie, going into the finals. are they going to just break? There's always a narrative that's going to be broken, like small guards can't win, yada, yada, yada. You can go on and on and on. You can't win with whatever. Is this going to be the narrative that's broken this year? Is that you know, the whole cliche is like, you need to get to the postseason and, you know, earn your stripes and whatever. If this Spurs team does it, that's wiped away, man. That's all over. And then, who knows? Cooper Flagg could be up next. Like, I love what the Spurs have done to the NBA, to the league. You know, I love the series, despite all the hate I've been getting from everybody. You know, everybody, you know, back in the day, it's, you know, I want the Thunder to beat the Heat when we had our, you know, Russ, whatever. And then we became Western Conference Finals 4 years in a row. Everybody wanted to see us lose, and the Warriors were the new team that everybody wanted to see win. Then they started winning everything, and nobody wanted to see them win. Then it was the next team, and it was the next team. So it's like, I feel like the Thunder, we haven't gotten our fair length of time to be the darling child. And all of a sudden, we're transitioning to the Spurs because they have something that we've never seen before and may never see again. I don't know. I don't think the lights are too bright for the young Spurs. If anything, I think it's going to be Mike Brown out coaching Mitch Johnson. I think, man. Well, might as well just say it. I'm going to take the New York Knicks to win in 6 at home at Madison Square Garden. And I think Brunson, he might struggle the first 4 or 5 games. Honestly, he might. But that game 6, that closeout, Brunson's going to have a big game. That's what he does. Just like SGA in game 7, 35. Like, that's what these types of players do. I just think the supporting cast, especially in the starting unit for the Knicks, like the Thunder have a very deep and very talented bench. But as far as the starters go, you got Lou Dort in a game shooting 9 threes. You got Hartenstein, you know, if he's not hitting that flip shot, then he's really kind of just like a utility center. You got Chet taking 2 shots. The Knicks don't have that problem. They got Cat that could shoot at a high clip from 3. Mikhail's been hitting. OG's been playing probably his best ball of his career. And to me, he's always been overrated, but I feel like whenever I watch him, he balls out. And then on top of all that, you got Brunson. Yeah, man, I got Knicks in 6. I know this is kind of a long video. This isn't my episode that will be coming out later this month or next month. This is just State of the Union. I just got back from a nice vacation. Gonna ease my way back into this thing, but there's so much to talk about. I'm very excited to see the Knicks in the finals. You know, I would have been excited, obviously, to see the Thunder Knicks, but colors clashing anyways, so it's good to have different color palettes. Yeah, man. It's been a great season. I'm excited to dive into other topics during the NBA offseason. NFL is coming up. There's a whole bunch of alien disclosure bullshit and all that stuff that I want to get to. I say all that to say, we'll be back. We'll be back. And for all those people that are hating on us, for all those people that want me to get on Chet's ass, for all those people that, you know, are trying to tear us down, trying to break up something special that we have here, we'll be here for the foreseeable future. So better get used to it. Next year, come up with some new excuses other than foul merchant, whatever you want to say. He doesn't even lead the league in free throws. It's so crazy. I feel like, before I end it, I feel like it's only the teams and players that I like that maybe it's like that because that's my algorithm and that's my friends. They love to get me going, right? But it's like, man, can you just let me have it for like a 5-year period? Because if it's not the Thunder, it's the Vikings. If it's not the Vikings, it's the Yankees. I don't really care as much about them anymore. But it's like, no matter what, I can never have my glory for long enough before somebody tries to take it. I'm not going to let it happen. And we will be in the Western Conference Finals again next year. We will see the San Antonio Spurs. It will not be the same. And if it is the same, then I think that's when you do make the big swing. That's when you do go all out. Because SGA is not getting any younger. He's 27, I think. Right in his prime. These are the years to maximize.